Content. It's your boy Bush, B-Rad, Mase Loke, he gonna join. We're gonna talk about a lot of mess, you know how we play. And it's a cold fact. Let's go.
I get money in my sleep, I could never be weak. I tell that hoe, kiss my feet, then it's back to the street. I'm trying to...
Cardi B, come on, man, let's be real here.
Nah, not just because of Cardi B.
Prevent cops from visually or using smell as justification for search. We've seen a lot of states going that way. Maryland, you just come on there and the ice.
Yeah, we hear you.
Make that time turn 6-7 hours. And you be wanting to get out and beat everybody around you. Okay, that's just a glass dick.
Yeah, it's glass. So I always wonder what the hell is the attraction of
Y'all ain't digged up that he spoke to you about. Fuck that. Make the fucking album, Boost. You want to hear the fucking shit? That's what we here for.
Niggas don't want to hear that shit. His fans don't want to hear that.
Empire. We trying to get entertained in this motherfucker.
Oh, not a chicken dinner.
Hey, my nigga, move this that shit when I said that bitch. That ain't no chicken dinner, man.
LBG, I'm not down in them. Here, I'm not down in them at all. But come out how you want to come out. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to come out.
The Bronx, any hood.
My nigga, why you say grubber? It's grabber. Grabber. What the fuck this nigga talking about?
That nigga head off long time ago like they did that nigga Alpo. You see what I'm saying? Took it.
Directly involved in the court case. I was there.
That shit is ill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they got the dog on a 3 to 5 for conspiracy.
I know the money, I understand that or whatever. He got the following, so whatever crazy thing he said.
Look at me now, I made myself. We did it for the love, we did it by ourselves. You know the same story on the block, rock for guap. Now we building the business underground to the top. I get money in my sleep, I could never be weak. I tell that hoe, kiss my feet, then it's back to the street. I'm trying to see a meal a week, I'm a wolf, you a sheep. I fuck that hoe on the beach, I ain't even have a sheet. 2 pints, not for me, that's because 2 perks and you ain't even catch a bug. 2 hoes, yeah, they laying on the rug. I got new clothes when I'm playing in the mud. In the mud.
Yeah. We back in here. Content. B-Rad, what's goody?
What's good? What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. You know, we on this shit. Man, I was watching the director of the CIA, that lady that was responsible during the Trump assassination attempt.
Yep.
She got her ass fried, man.
Bro, she got her boots smoked.
Let's listen to a little bit of it. This girl, Nancy Grace, she showed no mercy at all. Listen to a little of this, and then we'll dissect as we do.
More questions, BBC reporter, than you have with members of Congress. We have a lot more questions. The American people are demanding that we get answers to those questions, and that's what the purpose of this hearing is.
Yeah, Bush. I don't think the audio is working.
My fault. That's my fault. Nancy Grace, she really went in on this lady. Let's listen to him. I'm sorry about that.
A lot more questions. The American people are demanding that we get answers to those questions, and that's what the purpose of this hearing is today. So I'm sure a lot of the questions that have already been asked are going to be asked again, and hopefully we can get some answers to those questions. I strongly implore you to answer those questions. You're here with a subpoena, and we expect you to answer the questions.
Answer the question.
Ms. Mase from South Carolina.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director Cheadle, the American people are watching, and they're wondering if there are any questions you can answer honestly today. So, Director Cheadle, I have a series of questions, very specific questions. I want very specific answers. Most of my questions are going to demand a yes or no answer. Do you understand? I do. Okay, my first question. Both sides of the aisle today have asked for your resignation. Would you like to use my 5 minutes to draft your resignation letter? Yes or no? No, thank you.
She came in with the heat already off top. There's no respect there. She's already angry. She probably loved Trump. She's really angry about this whole situation. As you could hear, she came in with the heat. There's no respect.
Yeah, I love.
But let's keep.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I love that she said, "Do you want to use my 5 minutes to tender your resignation right here?" That's fire.
Yeah.
Thank you. Was this a colossal failure? It was a failure. Yes or no? Was it a colossal failure is the question. Yes or no? I have admitted this is this is a yes or no series of questions. Was this a colossal failure? Yes or no? Yes. Was this tragedy preventable? Yes or no? Yes. Has the Secret Service been transparent with this committee? Yes. Would you say the fact that we had to issue a subpoena to get you to show up today as being transparent? Yes or no? I have always been. Yes or no? You didn't answer the question. We had to issue a subpoena to get you to show up today. That is not transparent, by the way.
That's crazy as hell. So what? They told her to show up before, explain yourself. It's been days now. It's been a while. They had to issue an actual subpoena for her to show up. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's 9 days. This hearing was 9 days after the shooting.
Jesus.
You stated earlier, Secret Service is not political. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Would you say leaking your opening statement to Punchbowl News, Politico's Playbook, and Washington Post several hours before you sent it to this committee as being political? Yes or no? I have no idea how my statement got out. Well, that's bullshit. So, Mr. Chairman, I would like to ask unanimous consent to enter into the record articles by Punchbowl News, Political Playbook, Washington Post, all done at 5:24 a.m., 6:12 a.m., 6:34 a.m., a solid 3 to 4 hours before this committee got your statement.
Without objection, ordered.
Okay. Is the Secret Service fully cooperating with our committee? Yes. Okay, you say you're fully cooperating with this committee. On July 15th, this committee sent you a list of demands of information that we wanted. Has the Secret Service provided this committee a complete list of all law enforcement personnel that were there that day? Have you done that? Have you provided a list to the Oversight Committee? Yes or no? I'll have to get back to you on that. That is a no. Have you provided all audio and video recordings in your possession to this committee, as we asked?
That's crazy. Yes egregious.
No? I would have to get back to you. That is a no. You're full of shit today.
Oh,
just being completely dishonest.
Damn.
Mr. Chairman,
I want to.
I don't mind.
We have to maintain decorum in this committee,
no
matter how upset we get.
She representing Trump. She don't give a fuck about decorum. You're full of shit. That's crazy.
Most to this committee that we've asked you on July 15th. Have you provided all memorandums within the Secret Service? I would have to get back to you on that. That is a no. You are being dishonest or lying. You're being dishonest here with this committee. These are important questions that the American people want answers to, and you're just dodging and talking around it in generalities. And we had to subpoena you to be here, and you won't even answer the questions. We have asked you repeatedly to answer our questions. This isn't hard. These are not hard questions. Have you provided us all communications from the Secret Service related to that day and that rally? Have you provided this committee? We've asked for this information on July 15th. Have you provided any of this information that this committee has asked of the Secret Service? Any of it? I'll have to get back to you. Have you even read this letter that we sent you? Did you even read this? Yes. Okay. And you have said you don't know, you have no idea. The answer is no. We haven't gotten a single document or piece of information or data from you or your agency in related to the rally that we have asked you for.
Damn.
So, was this attempted assassination of Donald Trump a failure of training or execution or both? I think that those are answers that we need to training and execution or both. Which one?
She can't even answer.
I think those are answers. All right. How many Secret Service personnel have lost their jobs due to this colossal failure? At this time, none. How many Secret Service personnel have been required to take a refresher course on how not to let people shoot Donald Trump?
Donald Trump.
Our personnel are currently operational. We are examining the facts of this investigation, and we will make the changes necessary. What time did law enforcement become aware that there was an individual on the roof with a clear line of sight to President Trump? I am still verifying timelines. Of course, 9 days in, you have no answers. How many minutes went by between the time law enforcement saw and took photos of crooks and the shooting? How many minutes? I am still verifying timelines. 7 minutes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Before I recognize Ms. Stansberry.
Wowzer. And I'm sensing a lot of anger based on the fact that it's Trump. You know what I mean? She's probably Nancy Grace is probably a major Trumper. A lot of personal shit going on here because she didn't say to protect a president-elect or a president that was, ex-president. She said Donald Trump. How not to
right?
Donald Trump.
She's a Republican. She's a Republican, but she gets grilled by both sides of the government.
I was getting to my point, and then I'm gonna let you go. I just believe these people are highly offended, and they feel that the Secret Service was biased against Trump. I don't know what type of person this lady is, the director of whatever, but I'm sure she's more of a Kamala Harris person than a Trump thing. I think that's what they're suggesting. That's what they're getting at. Like she asked her, is Secret Service political? She said no, because it's not supposed to be, obviously. But
yeah, it's not.
I think they think it is. I don't know.
Well, no, she's like, well, if it's not political, then why did you leak your testimony and what you were going to say to whatever website 4 hours before you showed up here today? Because it's not supposed to be politics involved in it. So like you're just supposed to be worried about us, but you're worried about what the public view is on this, and that's political. So what are you talking about? You say you don't think that, but then your actions speak very different than what you say.
Okay, but you don't agree that there should be a decorum if it was Obama attempted assassination? You think Nancy Grace will have that same vigorous energy?
No, but politics are personal. But I'm telling you, I've watched them, and Republicans and Democrats treat her just as equally hostile. They're all pissed. They're all pissed.
Oh, that's a fact, and they have the right to be pissed. But certain things the old girl said, let me know why she pissed. And Trump is behind this. It ain't just it's personal for her. You feel me? It's real personal. And I don't really look. They said Trump defends a female Secret Service agent who was criticized. Let's hear this a little bit because Trump defending her. Let's see.
There was great bravery displayed, and you have to hear that. Also, you have to hear that there was no let me get out of here. I want to resign immediately from Secret Service. No, there was incredible. Every one of them. There wasn't one that was slow. A woman who was on my right, she was shielding me. Beautiful person. She was shielding me everything she could, and she got criticized by the fake news because she wasn't tall enough. Well, she wasn't tall enough because I'm tall, and she wasn't tall enough.
Damn.
She was criticized. She was so brave. She was shielding me with everything. She wanted to take a bullet because the bullets were flying.
People like that. Obviously, they like that he's taking up for her because a lot of people feel like she caught a bad rap. There's people that think this is a conspiracy, and they feel like she's getting thrown under the bus. She's being sacrificed, basically, as far as the conspiracy thing. What you think about that?
I mean, since that day, the first thing I said was that chick right there is holding it down. Like he said, she was right in front of him. She was blocking his direct line of sight with him and the shooter. She was doing everything she could. The only problem was that she was shorter than him, and he weighed her by like 100 pounds. So like, she wasn't physically able to like pick him up and move him, which is that's like that's your last resort as a Secret Service agent, is to just pick the X, the person who you're guarding, pick them up and move them. She wasn't able to do that, but she fucking absolutely put herself in complete harm's way to protect the president. So I think that she absolutely did a good job, and
I'm sorry.
probably shouldn't have done it in the first place. She did it right.
She didn't do a good job, obviously, and you said she did everything she could have.
No. The blonde girl in the video, the one that was there, not the director. No, the girl. He was talking about the girl in the video who was on his right hand.
Okay, my bad. I thought.
Yeah, so she did everything she could. She was put in that position, and she shouldn't have, based on her height and weight, because she can't physically move the person they're protecting. But other than that, she did well beyond what she was supposed to. She put her life absolutely in danger to protect him without a thought. So she did a great job. It's just physically she wasn't big enough to move him.
If this is a conspiracy, like a lot of people think, it benefits Trump in all ways, and in the ways of Dr. Umar Johnson, and a lot of people say he's full of shit, but he said it's a conspiracy because they knew Biden was going to step down, and they didn't think Trump had enough juice to go against Kamala. As far as the public, he had too many haters. So when he became, a president that was almost assassinated, everybody, he became the American hero. And also, you feel me, for women, if Trump don't want women guarding him and shit like that, that's a perfect excuse. He could easily say to the public, "Oh, everybody did what they can. Everybody's great. Yeah. But when we look at it now, I doubt they're gonna have females like on the front line like that, based off of what we just seen. So it's a win-win for him, I think, if it is a conspiracy, and even if it ain't, he survived, and he is looked at as an American hero. He's loved more based off of this assassination attempt. They say, Dr. Umar Johnson said he took a shot to the ear, or a graze to the ear, or whatever. Like in that same instant, he was that close to his head. He could have pulled the trigger one more time right after that, and it would have been done. Like, how did he miss? They saying there's secondary shooters to handle everything. Like, and that kid, he got clapped, he got killed, murdered. He didn't get arrested, and he got murdered. You feel me? So it's a tricky situation. EST decided to join us. I didn't know he was coming. You feel me? But he here. Like I said, it's a win-win. If it's a conspiracy, it's a win all around the board for Trump. I don't know.
Only the crazy left, only the crazy people on the left could ever say that being shot at and nearly assassinated is a win. Like, and they do say that. So you're right, but that's
politically it is. There's no denying it.
Let me ask you this. These people on the left that are saying it's a conspiracy theory and all that, let's say...
I can't say people on the left. I never did say that. You're saying that. I didn't say people on the left or whatever. I just said people. Because y'all was thinking that too. I know people on the right who said that. Not even just y'all. I'm talking about people on the right said that. But go ahead. I cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. But I'm just saying, like, I wonder how, if the tables were turned, if it was the candidate on the left that had been shot at and nearly killed, I wonder how the people on the left would be acting or what they would be saying about it. Like, I don't think they would be handling it very well either.
I know, but what I said is the left ate the push of this conspiracy, like of this conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? What you think about this whole shit, EST? This lady director, you think she deserved this heat she getting? And like, it really is it on her basically? Because she said the buck stops at her, but she catching a whole lot of heat. She didn't want to resign until after the Congress got at her, and now she's saying she's resigning. Like, what you feel about her and her situation? He heard me, EST.
I mean, shit. The pressure on her. I mean, either she didn't have it up, she didn't have it in her to stand up against it, so they coming for a job. It's just the pecking order how it go. It's a lot of times how it go when this happens. They're not even really the person to blame, But she folded. She resigned. It is what it is. I mean, how does that affect anything though? I mean, and to your point, now you good. To your point, it wasn't the left or the right that pushed this conspiracy shit. It was social media that kicked this shit up and started spreading these rumors and started saying these things. It's so a losing mentality if you want to ask me too, you know. But yeah, they kicked that up. They kicked that up.
Yeah, I don't think it's a left or a right thing because each side got a motive to support this whole fake ass conspiracy theory. You feel me? I don't think it was conspiracy theory either. I really think Trump just
it's
politically
another
up, but really, like they say, he moving a little wonky now, like because he's more aware. Like I could have died. You feel me? Once you almost get shot, it changes your mind state. Because I know personally, you feel me?
Yeah,
and you got to move different. So I don't know. You know, I do believe like.
Hold on, what's in question? What's the question? What you don't know? What's in question?
I don't know. Basically, if she deserved this type of heat, and based on the conspiracy theories and all this type of stuff, if it was a man in her position, you feel
he
me?
would have stepped down.
Are you trying to say they going at Kamala? They trying to say they going at?
We on the director of CIA of the Secret Service. Her.
Yeah.
Nah. See,
she deserves it because she's the figurehead. She's running it, and if it fell apart and it didn't work, she is the one to blame. Even if she personally
the
overseer.
That shit that she can't stop. She got the title, but come on.
But it's the thing.
Bottom line is, if you're head of security and somebody shoots at or even kills the person you're securing, you failed. So you don't.
That's one point, but this is the thing too. We need to stop pointing at the person who fumbled the ball, you know, fucked up and made a mistake. Who did it really come from? Was it CIA? Was it domestic? Like that's what we need. We need to point the blame at the problem. We had a young 20-year-old.
You on some conspiracy shit then, really?
No. How about this? No, it's not conspiracy. How about this? Fuck it. This Bull Light Show. This is about the third trans person that shot some shit up, man. At what point are we going to media? Yes.
Hold on, let's go on to this dude because I don't know nothing about him. All I know, they say he a nerd. Let me. What do you know about him, EST? I really don't know nothing about him.
The pictures came out. He had the choker on with the dress, the whole giddy up, man.
So he's homosexual, but why you say trans?
Because he was dressing up as a woman.
Oh, okay.
It's like you doing the full thing. That's trans. This ain't the first one that when a political thing comes up, they get the shooting. And the statement Trump made back to what I referenced, as far as he said he was going to prosecute the doctors, along with you can no longer identify on your identification as trans is going to be male, female. Then they're at war with him behind that. But this ain't the first one. The media is not saying nothing about the trans people shooting up. What was the Uvalde with the kids? Wasn't he one? Or it was so many recently. It's just like, hold on, why ain't we talking about that? Would have been a gang member.
The mass shooters and the lone gunmen, you feel me? That's a topic, you know.
But we're missing this political now. We're missing it. We're missing the fact of like in '98 with the Columbine, that was a social issue. And then when you delve into them, they had political ideologies that was a little extreme, but now it's politically fueled. B-Rad, do you not see this, man?
Oh, I know that for a fact. Check it out. Like the one, not Uvalde, but the other one that took place in what was the other one it was this old student that ran up in their old school. It was a Catholic school, and they like shot a bunch of kids.
It's so many now, man. It's so many now. It's
that individual. That individual turned out to be trans and had like a long manifesto of why and all the things that happened to it. But it took over a year to get that released, and they didn't even really release it. Like they just like said some stuff about it, but they wouldn't release it because it would make a certain community of people look really bad, and they just decided not to. But
I mean, no. What it is those people who will make it look bad are in political power right now. So why would they? So media wise, they're not going to put anything bad to represent their people, and that they're in power right now. You got to give it to them. They assembled. They got political, and they got in the power.
Okay, but if they're shooting up shit, and there's a direct correlation between, I don't know if I got the word right, correlation or whatever, between trans community and these crazy shooters, shouldn't we show them some more attention and some more and wonder why are they doing this? What's going on?
No, you know why? You know why? Because they've gotten good politically, even it's trickled down socially to a chess match where I can't even say, hey, how you doing, man? Oh, who are you identifying as? It's like, oh, whoa,
That's
okay,
hate.
so we're playing this game. You know what I'm saying?
So,
So you gotta know how to. You can't call them out because it'll become gay bashing and trans bash. They set the game up so nicely. The first defense
ain't no
line
call. I'm not
is
talking about calling out though. You getting me fucked up here. I'm talking about the way the society went about like acknowledging their community and treating it with gloves and things like that. Is that directly a result of
okay.
them
I see what
acting
you're
out,
saying.
shooting up
I see what
shit,
you're saying.
and
Yes,
going
sir.
crazy? And should
Yes,
we just
sir.
ignore it and
Nah, you know what? You're right. I didn't look at that. I didn't think about that at first, but now you say that that's exactly why. It's just like a spoiled brat. You don't spank his ass or you give him the princess treatment. Next thing you know, you don't raise the monster. You
Yeah,
know?
plus they've been backing and pushing forth this whole community, not just the LGBTQ, but specifically trans, which only represents 2% of the country, if that.
Yeah.
But they've been propping them up and putting them up and trying to push their agenda. So it really doesn't help when you have a person who identifies as trans, runs up in a school, kills like 13 little children, and then has a whole fucking 13 essay about
Okay, but when we
being
go
trans
marching in the
doesn't matter.
streets to represent whatever cause, we do a demonstration, we stop traffic. It is for a reason, a positive reason, most of the time, or to bring to some attention to a subject. These trans, they're not doing this for that, or are they? You feel me? We don't acknowledge them. We ignore them. We this and that them, whatever. Before they, most of the time, before they become, I don't know, before they come all out as trans or whatever else, they've been bullied in school. They've been beat up. They've been treated, outcasted, all that type of shit. When they start shooting up shit, now they're a topic, and we talking about them. You feel me? It's like
Mhm.
same thing with a child. If you ignore that child, the child become militant. You ignore the innocent become militant, and that's a bar from Bush. You heard, but that's
That's facts.
that's
That's
just the
fact.
fact.
And I don't
And
know what they're fighting for. I don't understand what they're fighting for because I mean, at this point, you're fighting because somebody has an idea to want something different. If you want inclusion, you have to accept inclusion. But you benefit from all the you benefit from everything right now. This is the glory golden age. Why do you have anything to complain about?
Plus, I know through my life, anybody who's been fucked with and dragged through the mud and bothered and bugged, they just want to be left alone. These people don't want to be left alone. They want to stand center stage. They want the attention. They want to bitch and cry. And I'm not talking about trans. I'm just talking about anybody who does this type of shit. They're
Yeah.
looking for attention. And I think it doesn't have to do with trans or LGBTQ. I think this specifically has to do with mental health. It just so happens that this individual was that and this individual was that. It comes to mental health. You're a sick person if you think murdering children does anything for your agenda or is
Or elderly. Because we missing the point.
Or
Donald Trump is a 70-something-year-old man. That
he
is
the oldest
elderly.
president of all time. He about to be the oldest president of all time.
Okay, that's an old man. You
I
can't
think
shoot an old man, bro, in society. We can't allow that. You can't. We have to call you a monster more than trying to. We don't look at no. That's an elderly man, bro. You just trying to shoot
supposed
an
to have
elderly man.
respect for your elders, and you're supposed to look to them for guidance and have respect. And people just shit on this guy all day long too, or anybody. The elderly
if he's
community.
from the LGBT community or whatever, how many people in the community you think is Trump supporters? Or you think he got that or what? Exactly.
I mean, he probably got 1%. That's. I mean, in every society, there's the underground supporters. So don't
Always.
never think that. But at the end of the day, in society and in the mainstream is zero. But especially after that speech, man, a lot of people didn't hear it and they don't understand the magnitude of what I mean when I say that. But you got to go and watch what he said. The speech he said, if I become president, there's no more transsexual sex. It's male or female.
Man.
And I'm prosecuting doctors who do sex changes on teens. Bro, that he's I'm gonna say this. He stood up against all these years, everything been going on. He the only one who said something like that.
I swear I ain't gonna lie. When y'all tell me this type of stuff, I do like the envelope pusher. I don't like no fucking puppet. I never like that. I don't care. You benefit politically, you benefit financially. I don't fuck with you though. Go ahead, but I like that. But at the same time, when you say statements like that, it's so broad. that's misunderstood by a lot. You know what I mean? It's misunderstood.
And just the
Trump don't
balls to
know how
say
to
that
talk.
now politically.
Huh?
Yeah.
The balls to say that now politically, man. Come on, bro. Anybody else over for you. You know what I'm saying? If you even say politically that's your ideas and that's your inspiration that you want when you become president or you aspire to be anything, anybody else say that, it's over for them.
What's crazy though is that these days it's like it's risky and it's you're taking a chance and you're going on a limb when you just say something that's common sense. There's two types of people out there, men and women.
I understand you say it's common sense, but how is that common sense when you a
Yeah, I
person
see.
in their
Yeah.
brain they think it's totally cool, it's their life, their body, they should be able to do whatever they
No, all that's fine, but scientifically speaking, when you're born, the doctor says one of two things. It's a or a
Okay, you talking double X you talking
no,
XY
I'm just talking
chromosomes.
strictly basic science, common
Right,
sense. You either have a man or a woman, that's it, bottom line. When we find
but even in that though,
when we find
even
mummies wrapped up, we can test their DNA or we can test anything. And the only thing we know for sure about them is that whether they were a man or a female, we don't know how they died necessarily. We don't know what their politics were back then. We don't know how they identified. All we can tell by their mummy and their remains is if it was a dude or a woman. That's
see,
it.
look, I'm for them. Listen, I'm for inclusion and for evolving. And I
So am I.
understand
So am I.
there's different species evolving. It's a whole totally different thing sometimes. But how about this? We have to reclassify just the sexuality over everything.
But sexuality isn't gender, though. Your sexuality.
No. That's what what I'm saying. No, you saying what I'm saying. What we need to classify and like get them to understand that it's not about having your sexuality because you're just a regular person. When it gets tricky when it comes to your sexuality. How about this? Keep it to yourself. And let's not, because we don't walk around saying straight.
Exactly.
And they will be offended by that because they feel like if you can walk around with your girl and brag about your sex life and your your life as far as in relationships and things like that, I'm straight. Wear that flag.
People don't do that shit.
When do we do that? That's what I'm saying. When do we
people don't do that?
When do we do that?
I don't have like a banner of colors that tell you that I'm a straight man.
Right. And we don't be out in public with random dudes say, "Hey man, last night I had."
Every time you say Paul, no Diddy, that's doing that. Every time you walk around with your bravado and all this, everything we do is doing that to them.
No. The pause is it's because the times that we are in, us men can't have no fun. It's already a war of masculinity. They won't let us do nothing. It's sassy to even argue back with a woman and having an opinion. They want to have a war on anything. So yeah, we're gonna play the pause game because as men, we ain't asking for permission.
But to them, it's I'm straight. Every time you say pause, nah, I ain't gay, I'm straight.
How about this then? It's gay men who say pause.
Facts.
Yeah, it's true, and females say it too.
Okay, so let's play chess then. Let's play chess then. Okay, so what we doing here?
They don't talk to the males that say pause. They coming off of looking at us saying it on wherever or hearing us saying it. They don't
see, but the smart ones understand it's not a shot at you being gay. It's just socially within a circle of men, we do shit and be like, hold on, that was crazy. But we can stop saying pause and say that was crazy. You still won't get you. It's just a thing that men do.
Now that's worse. That was crazy. What's crazy about it?
Plus, Bush, if I asked you to describe yourself, would the first thing out of your mouth say straight?
That was pause right there.
What?
Describe yourself.
But if I say, hey, Bush, describe yourself. Would you say I'm straight?
Yeah, but
I live in Brooklyn or wherever.
A dude saying describe it, so I'm like, nah, I'm straight.
Yeah. That'd be wild. That'd be
crazy, bro.
That'd be funny.
That'll fuck my day up. That'll be crazy.
But
that is crazy. That now that you said that, I just realized, that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? We don't necessarily go around with the flag, and they got it out here nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Just the war against the machine. They got straight flags, but we don't go to war with them. We try to be inclusive, but don't stop looking at us as enemies. I mean, listen, don't blame us. Blame the socially that was the standard. You can't blame now y'all in power. Okay, we don't necessarily do it like that no more. You know what I'm saying? We don't. We used to say the F word. That used to be prevalent in the
I'm
community.
saying. And now we don't say
That's
that.
pretty much eradicated. So come on, give us a credit for something, man. We
For real.
eradicated that word, and that was next to the N word, bro. With
It's
us, you know.
eradicated on the YouTube streets because of the
Oh
stance
yeah.
that
Oh yeah.
YouTube put down, but I don't think it's really eradicated amongst us talking and shit like that.
Nah, for the well,
No,
me in
in
my
social
experiences,
settings, amongst
in my
normal
experiences,
people, amongst respectful people in social settings, it is a taboo
Yeah,
word. You
yeah,
don't use
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And if it does come out, you say, "Oh,
oh
shit."
fuck
my
the
bad."
respectful people. I've been around some pirates. They don't even really be kicking it like that no more. Dudes is harsh, but they ain't necessarily got to kick that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dropping
Now,
the
now,
hard
now
F
that if it
first.
comes to some disrespect, it might fly. But socially, when we just, you know what I'm saying, we ain't gonna do it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I've heard it's way worse. So if they worried about that, they need to come talk to me because I done heard some interesting ones, bro. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about that. We ain't even tripping on that no more.
Yeah. The PNB Rock situation, it came back up. It's in the news again. Your boy got found incompetent, like basically mentally incompetent to face trial. I don't know how he pulled that off. I don't know if he is or
The
not.
elder or the elder or the younger?
The elder dude.
Okay. So they probably looked at it like that's the crazy part that it happened with your son. You might have been in a mental state for that to happen. He could kick the whole poverty, gang life, circumstances, but it's a slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? Because a slap in the face, bro. Right? That's just a slap in the face, bro. And you did it with your son, man. It's just
It's
like
the
that's disgusting.
failure of the whole society of these persons who's
Mhm.
not mentally incompetent, allegedly, on the streets. And he took somebody's life. It's a failure. I want to hear a little bit of what Wack got to say about it, and then we'll say it. I just want to hear a little bit of this because basically I don't know the details. I know they're gonna tell him the details. It was a brutal murder as far as what I know. I don't understand, but
That's a good answer, man. It's hard to believe it's been almost 2 years. It's finally going to trial. P&D, rock schools. We all know the tragedy that took place. He was just trying to get a meal. Some people thought his girlfriend dropped the low. Now we got 3 suspects. One they're saying is incompetent to stand trial. Let's get some more of the details. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yo, you see this content? 533 just said judge ruled that the PNB Rock can't stand trial. Uh-oh. I thought you too young. I just dropped it in the chat. I ain't no too young. You know, it's California.
wait, is it the young nigga? Or we'll see.
It was a young dude. It made more sense to being a young dude.
Yeah, you 16 and 17, all right? You gotta be 16 and 17, right? He was 17, I thought. I picked it up top, so I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
It makes sense now. It makes sense now.
Sure. I think your daddy in jail too. Okay. So they might go. So they gonna put on his dad? Then I'm guessing. What they doing? They released him. I'm gonna release him. That's what it said. It said on the first. According to Rolling Stone report, the Mase prison, the young man was ultimately deemed too incompetent to stand trial by the juvenile court judge. As Dylan tweeted, alleged teen shooter had a juvenile hearing. Court found he still lacked competency. So, did daddy put it on the son?
Ain't no daddy put on the son. Wax. Shut the fuck up. First of all, this is something I've been talking about as far as parents, taking responsibility. This is a straight direct example of the fuck shit. This boy was raised by his parents. He's still 17. And I applaud the judge for making that ruling. That's how I feel. Like,
you know why he was incompetent? Because the pressures of your father wanting you to do something that drastic. Along with this, 2014, he was 7 years old.
Damn. You feel me? PNB Rock was getting there already a star at that point. And now, not to say it like that, but
yeah, man, that's true. That's true. That's true. He was already a star there.
It's a kid. Yeah. Your dad is
that's true.
God. You feel me? At that age. You go pull off some shit with your pops. Ain't no telling how dysfunctional that family structure is. How fucked up this poor
That's
kid.
fucked
You know what I
up,
mean?
bro. That's
What he
fucked
going
up,
through
bro. He
now?
broke the meter, bro. He broke the fucked up meter, bro.
I understand, and even the kid that shot Pop Smoke, young kid, but his dad wasn't there. He had other influences. Them niggas, they in their trouble or whatever else. But my thing is, I feel like laws should be adjusted when you got a kid and you rocking with a young kid and you're an adult. Your ass should have a new charge. You feel me?
But it's the thing though, even if it was, he would get out and 5 something years is 21. That's life.
Yeah,
Juvenile life is 21. So even if
juvenile
he
life
did get
21.
That's
17
why
to
they charge
21,
mine as an adult.
he wouldn't have had that long. But look how quick Blockstar was out. Boom.
He wouldn't have had that long at all, but the effects
Yeah,
of
you true.
I feel like he probably learning something, or he probably not, based on he came up under his daddy, and we see what his daddy about. It's ugly. I hate when I see a pops putting his own child down that road of death and destruction. I get it. You from a gang. You need
Nah, I
more.
don't get it. Nah, I don't get that,
No, I
bro.
don't get it at all. But I kind of understand where they coming from. The ignorant ass, if you from a gang, you want you got to understand these gangs want real members. They want niggas that's killers. And if your son show them type of signs based on what he went through with your ass, I don't know. Yeah.
Now that's
But you
true. That's
don't.
one way to look at it.
But you should face the consequences, though. You should face the consequences. If your kid ain't past 18 or even because 18 is young too, but the parent should face these consequences. The queso situation, he dealing with his dad. What does dad do? Turn around and tell on him.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Queso dragged him in that shit. That was a whole KTA ATK war.
No. His dad was an
Nah.
OG. No, his dad was an OG in ATK. Before them young niggas even appeared, his dad was a G. His dad is one of the niggas that reason why. No, I studied this shit.
It wasn't
Maybe I'm
created
wrong.
then.
Go back and look. His dad is an OG ATK member. Before Young and Ace and all them niggas.
Probably
his
some
dad-
neighborhood shit, but ATK started with Young and Ace.
All right. You can say that, but every gang dwarfed from something else or something else or something else, and then evolved as some shit.
So
his
you
dad
think
was
Pops
one of them
dragged?
niggas.
You think Pop dragged him in that hit?
Oh, for sure. Pops
Nah.
don't. You ain't
Queso is
even gotta
crazy,
drag
bro.
him. Your son, you could just act like you could just rock with it and let him do his thing. That's drag. That's basically.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm
feel
saying.
me?
Yeah.
Influence of a dad is very, very strong, my nigga.
But let me ask you a question. As a father, even if you knew he was gonna do it, would you rather supervise it and go with him, or just let him go
Make
on
sure
his
he
own?
comes home.
If you can't ask me that because my son is nah.
Hypothetically speaking,
My son
hypothetically
already,
speaking.
he went through the ringer, and he know what I expect of him. And I'm just gonna say that now. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. He know, and he's a leader amongst his friends.
Well, mine's gonna
They
find
talk
out
shit,
quick.
they curse and all that, but he know the line, and I know that based off our talks. I know how he get down. He a big dude. He big. He my size. He's 13.
Now I'm talking like hypothetically speaking. Not even him. We just talking about it's another.
Okay, you saying I got a boy that's involved and I can't stop if he
Yeah.
already in the midst.
Because Queso already throwed. He's burnt out. He's already burnt.
Yeah.
No wick left. He's already about to go do that. So I'm looking at it like, would you supervise him? Like, man, look, I'm gonna just try to go with my son and make sure everything's straight.
Why would I do that dumb shit?
I mean,
if
that
I
is dumb.
ain't involved in the streets, why would I do some stupid shit like that? You feel me? Go on, nigga. You feel me? If I ain't involved in it, and it's like, nigga, get the fuck on. I'm trying to be a square bear. I'm trying to live free. If you
From
involved,
Delaware
that's
without a
what
care.
That's my little brother, nigga. When I got kicked out in New York, I was 15, moved to California. When I got to Cali, all my little brothers running around wild as a fuck. Macy probably 8 years old, Marco 6. It was all babies running around. When Macy, as he grew, I couldn't hold. I wasn't his dad. His dad was doing a life sentence, and he got out, whatever. But I played dad. But when he out there with his friends, and I see
Same
what he
thing with my
involved,
brother.
and I
Yeah.
understand what's going
Yeah,
on.
I
I'm like,
know.
all right.
I'm currently dealing with it. I got little brothers, man. They're 1,000. I said they're 1,000 miles per hour, and I tell them all the time, look, I love you, man, but look, I'm older. I ain't got the time for that right now. You know what I'm
You
saying?
make a decision. You want to be
Yeah.
involved in the bullshit or not? I don't.
Nah.
You feel me?
And them young niggas is
I
crazy,
went to
bro.
prison and made it out. Got shot at, got stabbed, all that, made it, and I don't want no parts of it no more. And that's just me. I can make that decision. You feel me? I'm not guiding no kid into the bullshit. You in the bullshit? You fuck
I
out of here.
pallbeared too many. I pallbeared too many at an early age. So it's like, nah, no.
For what? I choose not to. There's dudes that, hey, big hit. You know,
he's burnt. He's
burnt out. He burnt out. You know,
He's funny as hell though, man.
He can rap, but I just don't like this tough guy. Oh shit, that's super tough.
I don't think it's super. See, I give him an exception pass because there's some people who acting tough or being tough for no reason, and some people just their personality. We know they just their personality. They don't even know that's what they doing. We all know somebody like that. I got a couple cousins, rest in peace, that was just burnt out and don't even know it. You know, you don't even know how to be casually. You just all the way burnt, bro.
Yeah, but look at the example that I'm giving you. He was in prison this whole time. His son, Hit Boy, whatever his son name is, making millions. You know, he went the good route and still claiming to be, you know, whatever. Because every guy from the urban community got some.
Oh, he banging set. I thought he said he ain't from no set.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he. Come on now. He claiming he ain't no punk basically, and that's cool.
I mean, they say they call them tuners, right? Turned up non-affiliates. I mean,
yeah, for sure. But you're affiliated. You can say non-affiliate, but if your pops and your family and this and that, that's affiliated. You're not a gang member allegedly. He might be. We don't know. These gangs are tricky.
So what Big Hit do? What Big Hit do, man? What was the last straw? What did he do?
He a producer. He's successful. His dad.
No, I'm talking about his dad. No, I'm talking about his dad.
Well, they said he was ratting. He got caught up in some shit. I don't know. It's a tricky situation. He gave up a fake name, but he did say it was my brother. So you got a real brother, but you gave up the fake name. I get that. You know what I mean? Nobody got in trouble, I guess, but he did some shit that wasn't. He didn't think it out. He's saying that it's my brother, and then you give a fake name. No, nigga. Why you have to say it's your brother? They can find your brother.
He was trying to spin. If he told the story, you listen to the story, he was trying to spin off. They was trying to see what was going on in the little check. It was some check shit going on, you know, but at the end of the day, he ain't got no brother named Jeremy. That's just
who says you got to tell the cops the truth anyway?
Right.
No, but you don't. But if you say your brother, they're gonna say, "Oh, who's his brother?"
See, that's being literal.
Name. When they find out they doesn't have a brother that
Listen,
name,
I tell a cop anything. Right.
That's true.
And it's the thing. It's the thing too.
This dude named Jerry, they could go find some dude named Jerry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, but my thing is, man, he should have. He played that wrong. He played that wrong. He did, and he know he did. But my point wasn't that. My point was his son was still a success, not a gangbang, burnt out nigga. Became an amazing producer who make a lot of fucking money, and you know he helped his pop. If it wasn't for his son, we wouldn't be hearing none of his.
Oh my god!
Yeah, but his son was producing music that was most likely about the shit. So the kid,
of course, but that wasn't where his money was.
And you don't think
this for Beyonce and shit, be right? He did big shit.
I doubt his dad dragged him by the fucking collar and made him come with him. This kid was probably gassed up, probably loaded up the fucking guns while his old man was driving or whatever the fuck. Like he was complicit in a murder. But the father should have.
Why? He's still a kid. How did that happen? How did his mind get like that? That's
Hold on, complicit in a murder. What are we talking about? Hold on,
he flipped back to the P&B Rock situation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My boy
Okay.
my boy EST, you know, he might have smoked the some of that good Zah or something. I don't know, but
No. I was just wondering. He said so. Thought he talking about Hit Boy and them, but okay, you talking about that situation.
yeah, we that was an example. That was an example. We still talk about P&B Rock though, but I'm just throwing out examples of the father-son dynamic and this gangster shit. You feel me? My little brother Mase, he was locked up in the same damn prison and cell with his dad.
That's fucking wild. That's wild.
You feel me? His dad got taken away when he was a baby, and then later on he ended up being locked in the same cell with his dad.
That's sad. It happens like that, but this is the crazy part about it. That's not rare.
Yeah, that's poetic, but it's not rare. But it is dark. It's dark.
It's dark. And when you think about a kid pulling a hit with your dad, yeah, let's go rob this nigga. Okay, cool. And then a nigga, you know, I ain't.
How about this? How about this?
P&B Rock tough. He from Philly. He tough. So he did something, and the kid smoked his ass, and he probably looked at his pops like, yeah, pops, that's what I'm supposed to do, right? Basically, like, come on now, that's your pops you with.
Not a transcript say the pops told him to go in there and do it.
Yeah.
That's messed up, man.
So
I do believe he deserves a second chance. Now, if he fuck up again, which he, you know, unfortunately, the statistics in the area he come from, I'm sure he's from a gang. Most likely, you know, they waiting for him to fuck up again. I want him to be. I don't want him to, but and he killed P&B Rock. I like P&B Rock. He was a talented artist. I don't, you know, I'm not looking, but I'm still not looking at him like the devil. He's a kid to me, a kid that fucked up.
He was influenced by something that was bigger than the streets, which is your actual blood, your daddy. So it's just like put yourself in that shoe when you just influenced by this man and he's telling you to go, and it's probably for the set, you know, which ain't, you know, but that's a whole nother story. And it's
Yeah,
just like,
because we put the set, but we not considering the food, they hungry, the family, little.
But it's the thing though. But this is the thing. It's never been based off the circumstances. That's okay. You've been in poverty. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're gonna put your future at risk because you're in poverty. What sense does that make?
Because the nigga coming your store, EST, you're in North Carolina. There's a Popeyes or whatever up the block where you always hanging out, broke as hell. You got your pops. You always, you know, grinding, doing this and that for a little change. And a nigga happened to walk in there, a famous rapper happens to walk in there with a damn $500,000 worth of jewelry around his neck. That's crazy. That's different circumstances. He wasn't supposed to stop there. Everybody say that. But
no,
I'm not going to subscribe to that because every person should.
Nah, it's a place everywhere in America. Well, listen, bro, you kind of shouldn't just go down there and eat that. You shouldn't be down there, period. You know what I'm saying? And if they do you like that in broad daylight, imagine what they do you at nighttime. So you know not to bring your ass over here.
Especially with the jewelry on and shit. Like, that's like going through Africa with a goddamn, you know what I mean? No, I ain't going to just say Africa because there's rich, nice parts.
Nah, you're right. That's going across the Serengeti with a steak coat on.
Yeah, I'm saying like a steak around you. Like, come on now.
Yeah, and you were asking for it, going back in the hood. It's like, yo, if you're going to visit people, friends, family, have them come out to your crib where it's safe and y'all can chill and enjoy yourselves. You're not going there for that. So what's he going there for? He's either going there to show out in front of everybody, check me out, check out my diamonds, check my car, you're asking for trouble, or he's going down there for something else, you know, to fucking fuck around or hang with the bad boys.
Well, he had his girl.
Do that.
He had his girl with him, so that was a major component.
House. I want to, you know, your girl could influence you, but
I want Roscoe's.
Because I don't know if y'all see him when he went to academics and he told a story about how they tried to line him up in LA before.
Yeah, it's happened before. Yeah.
Then he made a video talking about you're never gonna get it. You have to rip it off my dead neck when you get it, and that's what they did. He dared him, and his girl dropped. She dropped the info on him.
Basically, yeah.
And every big rapper all said they're like, I don't go to that fucking spot. That one's the crazy one.
But this the thing though, we be trying to force ourselves on these places. I don't want to be nowhere where I'm not welcome, bro. Period. That's it. I'm out. Okay, you got it.
I wouldn't have the jewelry on and shit like that either. Sorry.
And how about this? But you know the sad thing about it? You're not gonna shoot and fight them people who gonna come and gentrify this bitch in the next 10, 15 years, 5 years maybe. You're not gonna shoot at them contractors.
Yeah. Nope. And another crazy part is a lot of people said because of when he went to academics and he talked about that thing that they tried to get him on, he got away. He played it tough the whole time and he got away. A lot of people think, oh, look, you ain't get away with this time. But this young nigga, he ain't see the academics interview. It's just basically you got to play the number. You got to play it right. The nigga, it don't got nothing to do with all this shit you think it is. It's just a hungry young thug with his pops. And, yeah, he became a victim, man. He became a victim. It's sad, but we can't be playing
2
with our
years
lives.
ago, man. 2 years ago. Look how time go. That's
That
crazy.
was 2 years ago. Damn. So we really been
Pop
doing
Smoke
this
was
for years.
5.
My nigga, we've been doing this for some years. I gotta look it up. We've been doing this shit.
Yeah, because we touched on that. We touched on that.
We did. Rest in peace to him, though, man. You know, hey, I'm just saying, you know, just like the Block Boy shit, same situation, basically. He influenced by bigger homies, older homies, gangsters. And that's a major influence. Every young gangbanger was influenced by some gangsters. I don't know if Mase gonna call. He's supposed to call a half hour ago, but that's just the cold fact of life. And
you ever notice how the OGs, they're never the ones out in the street putting in work no more. It's always the young kids, the influenced ones, the ones that are easily manipulated, and then the ones that wind up throwing their lives away.
Yep.
So like,
but this is the funny part. A lot of reason why a lot of them people was in the cell with their father from the 90s when he was locked up from selling crack was because of Biden, Hillary, Bill.
Yep. The super predator team.
And what you do? Welcome them right back in the house. Hey, come on in, man. Yeah,
and guess who put the next generation in there? Kamala.
Let me tell you something. The reason why they took that hard stance on crack dealers and on the hood and shit like that because black people and people in the hoods wanted to see something be done. The good people, not the people. So no, honestly, yeah. When you see your cousin get smoked with crack, or your auntie smoked out crack, and you got no hope. You don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, it was destroying their community.
They were bringing it in. How they didn't know? See, this is the whole.
No, they wasn't.
Whoa.
What you mean? It's different.
They were bringing
organization. CIA ain't the fucking.
Bro, you ever heard of Watergate?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But we talking about because y'all said Camilla.
I said Kamala.
She took a stance in San Francisco because bodies was dropping a lot. Lots of bodies. That's why. Because of drugs and because of gang violence. And she
ain't Alcatraz out there? Was out there?
Yeah. We used to go back. I lived and my little brothers was born out there. We used to go fishing on the pier and watch and see Alcatraz right across the way and shit. You know.
Yeah, that's great.
But my thing is like y'all denying the fact that the people in the communities wanted something to be done. They did. Because we've seen our peers and our people smoked out, strung out, dying, cracked out, this and that, going to all the gang violence. Yeah, we wanted some drastic shit to happen. Unfortunately, and even the Democrat, even us on the blue side, we forget how we felt during them times. You feel me? And then when the 3 strike came out, we was like, oh, you better be good. 3 strikes you out, type of shit. Because it was real. It was real like that. Those things happen for a reason. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe they did it wrong, but it ain't just. Oh, they want to lock niggas up. Come on now. Y'all gotta come on now.
Nah, bro. Nah. Hell no, bro. Listen. For a gram of cocaine, you're getting 20, 30 years versus somebody who got ounces.
The way y'all saying it.
Oh no.
Just because
I ain't gonna give you that one.
I know you don't want to. Major trumpet ass motherfucker.
A couple rocks. I'll give you 30 years.
And you would only get like 15 years for like 10 ounces of blow.
Come on, bro.
I said they went about it wrong, but they tried to do something.
No, the reason it was so the
No,
reason
they
look,
strategically aimed
if
at
you go
they
in to clean up a
strategically aimed
neighborhood,
at the black community.
yes, if
Well,
you go in and
that's
clean up a
convenient
neighborhood
to say.
to protect it, that's fine. But if you purposely mend drug laws to go after a specific community, a specific race, and then with that bring the hardest charges ever brought, like
They
come on.
built these communities, our projects. Those are all government things. They are wondering why every project turns into a drug-ridden, gang-infested
They're not
situation.
wondering why.
They
They
well,
don't
they know
They know
why.
exactly
they
why.
didn't manufacture the heroin in the 70s and they didn't manufacture the cocaine in the 80s and the 90s. Where it coming from?
You gotta
Yeah, none of these
understand that
hustlers
it's
own
different.
cargo
It's
planes or
separate
cargo
entities.
ships, yet the shit's still coming from
Y'all
Southeast Asia.
problem is y'all think it's a whole conspiracy. They're separate entities. CIA had their own
Bush, you
agenda.
just said it. You
Not a
just said it.
conspiracy, it was a fucking
What I
plan.
said,
No, he just said about the dude who flew the plane. What was his name?
Barry Seal.
Yeah. You didn't know
Okay.
what Barry Seal was doing?
Okay, what
Making
y'all
tons of
trying to
money,
say
giving
that?
guns to the Contras.
CIA.
Who is that
CIA, man.
smart in the to know every fucking thing? People get
No,
elected
not.
in positions, and they handle their positions. Like who is that fucking on point to know what's going on in the CIA?
They know what they know what
What do
we
you mean? No,
doing. They know everything else. They
Bill
know who
Clinton
Young
was the
Thug. Hey,
governor.
hold on. They know who Young Thug shot at.
How they know? From us telling them.
Because no, the FBI, bro. These are debrief articles, bro. Come
They
on,
know.
they know.
They know. Plus, Bill Clinton was the governor of Arkansas at the time, Mena, Arkansas, which is where they were dropping all the fucking where Barry Seal lived and where all the money was going through. It was a podunk town. Barry Seal moves in. All of a sudden, there's 20 banks there and there's all new cars.
We just talked about situations where the feds done seen murders and knew the shit was gonna happen and didn't stop shit because they doing their
And Bill Clinton
investigation.
was the governor, and he pardoned him. He let him out, and he didn't go to court and go to get in trouble. He called the local mayor and said, "Let him go." 7 different agencies were there to arrest him, and the governor sprung him before he even went to jail.
Yeah, I remember that. Bill was doing some crazy shit back then, but it's because he could listen because he come on Apollo and play a saxophone. It's like,
Yeah, they liked him. He had soul.
fuck out of here.
He could rip a saxophone, though. I'll give him that.
Man, please, you should have got apples and all kind of vegetables thrown at his ass. I mean, get the man. We don't give a fuck about no saxophone. What about that Predator Pack bill, bro? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know, man. It's crazy.
It's a messed up situation, but there was definitely a specific demographic and race of people that were targeted by the crack laws specifically.
I mean, hey, listen, refresh my memory because I ain't the sharpest on Watergate. Didn't he get caught talking about drugs being imported?
No, Watergate was when they got caught at the Watergate Hotel. Nixon's people were caught at the Watergate. They were caught at the building across from the Watergate Hotel, which was the RNC, the DNC's building. The DNC's building. They were going through and stealing, secret information about the Democratic Party and like their plan.
Okay. So what about Deep Throat? Was Deep Throat one?
Deep Throat was when someone was that was also involved in Watergate. What you're talking about, like something with you're talking
Iran
about Iran Contra, which was shit. That was Oliver North. What the hell was the name of it? What the hell was the name of it?
Venezuela or South America?
It had to do with Nicaragua. Aiding the
Contras. Right. The Nicaraguan war.
Yeah, and they were taking that money. They were taking their money, and they were buying cocaine in Colombia, and they were supposed to be bringing guns to the Contras on the low, but instead they gave the guns to the Colombians. They took the drugs, brought it back to America, and they screwed the Contras over, and whatever, because they were just like. They were like a liberation type army, but like they never came out of the woods, and then they started hustling drugs, and then they didn't want to fight anymore. They just wanted to sell and move.
All right, what do y'all want the country to do when we needed money for the war? What did y'all want us to do then?
Perfectly. This is a great question.
I didn't want them to dope up and kill a bunch of people in our country.
No. I'm gonna ask you. Listen, what era are we talking? We talking late 90s?
Yeah, that was a big mistake. It was fucked up.
Oh, okay. Well, great. How about this?
The whole family, but I'm saying on some patriotic shit. Since y'all claim to be patriotic all the time, what did y'all expect the country to do to fight this war to earn some funds for the
You
award.
know what? One thing, tax the fucking corporations. How about that? You'll have all the fucking money in the world. How about that?
Oh, I like that. I like
Well,
that.
I'll tell you what, I don't know what you should necessarily have done, but the last thing you do is bring drugs from a foreign company here and fucking pimp out your people and fuck them all over and put them in prison and kill them. Ruin lives and family. You don't do that. I know you don't do that. Plus,
There's plenty many ways. How about no? How about this?
Had nothing to do with us.
Hey, that's true.
Right?
Cut the budget some way. Listen, we never attack the budget. We gotta get at the person who cuts the pie up with the budget. That certain things get certain amount of billions. It's like, hold on, a third of a fraction slice of that. A cancel out all this over here. And you know what you're doing.
Okay. All right. You right. I mean, you right. You know, in this all, I put this topic on the panel channel about your boy w.i.g 100. I'm sorry, but I did. w.i.g, they said he avoiding shows in Houston game, was supposed to perform out there, and it got canceled and things like that. A lot of shit in Houston, and w.i.g don't want no parts of it. He's screaming about Jay Prince is a bitch, all this, Jay Prince, this and that. But obviously he don't want no parts of Houston. Jay Prince, son, how the fuck, and academics brought this to my attention. How did Jay Prince get pulled over, DUI, drunk as fuck, coming from the club in a big expensive car, and he told the police, "You ain't touching me, you ain't checking me." The police took him all the way to the damn precinct and took him all the way to where he's about to get into the cell when they found a loaded 9mm on him. That's called power. That's called power.
No, it's not. No, it's not, bro. It's dudes. Bro, listen. It's dudes. That's one. It's dudes who regular civilians who done got caught, done got handcuffed for other stuff, and the sergeants and the deputies are searching them, and he pull out and shoot, boom, 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 kill people. This done happened before.
I'm talking about getting all the way to the damn precinct. All the way to
yes. I'm talking about in the jail cell behind bars when they come in there and they try to get you to come and dress out and they ain't fully search you. This doesn't happen before. That's laziness, man.
Bro,
That's
I literally was in holding and had to fucking flush like 3 to 5 years down the drain when I got into holding because
we talking about drugs. Me too. I didn't flush it. I did something else. I did something different. I even had my it's a crazy story.
I wanted to sell it, but I was like, let me just get rid of it.
I got away with some shit, after getting arrested. Yeah, but I'm talking about a whole gun in the waistband. You can't tell me he didn't say, who I am, Jay Prince, and them people didn't know who he was.
What are you gonna do with it? They knew he wasn't gonna do nothing with it. It's just another charge for your dumb ass.
It's an accessory, like a fucking pair of sneakers or a little fucking little bag they carry. He's got a piece.
It's a felony. It's a felony.
Okay,
you bring
w.i.g 100 avoiding Houston, and w.i.g 100 got money. He got power. You feel me? He got people behind him that want some money, so he got soldiers. Why is he avoiding Houston if Jay Prince don't got no power in Houston?
Because he's not stupid. Because somebody else would do it for Prince. All right, check it out. w.i.g can tell you everything. He can say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm not afraid of this. This person's a bitch, that person's a bitch. Don't worry about what he says. Tell me what he does. If he avoids Houston, there's a reason.
It's not a reason. It's a chess move. Listen, why would I come when that's the highest threat? How about this? I rarely come to Houston. How many times are you in LA?
Facts.
So why would I have to come out here anyway? I can just wait.
Can't avoid in LA. We talking about w.i.g avoiding Houston. Jay Prince.
No. No, and I understand that it's a high alert. It's code orange. I'm not gonna go. That's not ducking. That's being strategic. If this is a war,
smart.
I'm not about to walk into the See, so people want you to be bravado and have an ego to walk into a death trap. No, that's stupid.
No. But when you're a manager and you got artists and it's showing,
it don't matter.
And your fucking bullshit. Your bullshit on the internet is inflicting with the business. I don't think the artist.
It's not.
Appreciate that.
No, he can send representation that they're familiar with anyway. He don't have to be there because he's a manager. He can send representation, or it can already been done, take care of before he even get there.
You're denying that any artist that's represented by w.i.g becomes a target to some point, you know, with the people that he's dealing with, the ops that he's making in the industry?
No, you
Yeah.
know why? Because
Surround yourself with
because Blueface, True Car, The Game, Young Magnificent, Savi Third, none of them has reported being touched, and they all are being managed by WAC.
That
Everybody
wasn't my
else being
question.
touched.
That wasn't my
Oh,
question.
you
B
said what was your
Rab,
question?
do you think his artists take some of this heat that WAC is creating on the internet?
Not necessarily. I don't know. EST says no, so I got to rock with him because he knows more about it. But what I'm saying is you're responsible for the people you surround yourself with in life. If you're hanging out with a bunch of people and some bullshit comes to you, even if you had nothing to do with it, you're standing around that dude. So now it is your fucking problem. You got to pick and choose who you're around, especially who you get money with, because now people got a reason. They're like, oh, you get money up.
That's a fact.
You're a target.
If I'm WAC artist, I'm trying to find my way out of that contract based off, you know, here go Mase Look, I think. Based off, you know,
because the rap game is perpetuated by gang and gang money.
The publicity itself is promoting you. So you would be dumb to leave that because your manager is getting into it. It's an internet realm, and then when you get down to regular people understand. Listen, because he's my manager, don't mean I have anything to do with that. Reflect what I feel and think. You know, and people understand that for the most part. Everybody else got motion. You know, they just waiting to press the button. He got relationships with Stunner, 300, QCP. Like, it's not like he got motion. They working. You know, like Sabi Third, they got a lot of motion out here right now. Ain't nobody really backbiting them
I'm
because of
sorry.
WAC.
Hold up, Mase. Every artist that WAC got, hold on, how do I mute your sound? Oh, there you go. Every artist that WAC got, the ones that are stars were stars before WAC touched them. Blueface and Game. All them other niggas, they ain't really shit. They, you know what I mean? They didn't get that. They didn't cross that line yet. Every artist WAC got, you feel me, is because of them. Every artist that's a star, they put down their own work. You know, and I heard Blueface express that he not a fan of all the fuck shit that be going down, that WAC be doing. No, Mase, WAC is avoiding Houston. He got that smoke with Jay Prince. You know, what you think about this situation? You think WAC is avoiding Houston because he's scared, or what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? Because I know he got money, power, and protection. So what's going on with that? Mase, speak on it.
I think he's a chump. You feel me? He's just someone get at the one that he feels can be stronger or who's a bigger man than he is. He's a chump. He runs the high when people try to get back at him. But he likes to go ahead and get at people and try to, you know, oh, he's a snitch and all this and all that. But when people's trying to get back at him, he goes high and runs and shit like a little bitch.
That's a pattern of that.
It's super pattern. It's super pattern. He's been doing it with Jay Prince and all types of people.
Jay
He's been doing that.
He asking the question. What is my boy talking about? El Hombre Negro. He said he riding with them. Why? I don't know what you talking about. You gotta be specific. But Mase, you know, like WAC, he's starting a lot of internet beef, and you can't
The black
tell me
homie.
don't like his artists ain't with that shit. The Game, Blueface, these guys, they were already stars before WAC touched them. That's what I'm trying to tell EST. They were already stars. WAC ain't really helping them with this shit.
The Game was a star even when he was with G Unit.
He was a big star. He was a bigger before he got with WAC.
On the real, he was a bigger. He was the star when he was with G Unit. That's before WAC 100. That's with 50 Cent. He just left G Unit and went on his own. And then Blueface, I've been hearing about Blueface. He wasn't even with WAC when I was hearing about him. So I don't know when WAC got Blueface, because Blueface to me is a real nigga.
Yeah.
To be with
Schoolyard
WAC,
Crip.
I mean, You know.
Hey,
I
Mase,
mean,
I got another
people
question. Hey, EST. Name them other artists that Wack got besides Blueface in the game. Name them artists.
Savi Third, Insane.
You heard of
Young,
Savvy Third from Insane?
Yeah, I heard of Southern Third.
Oh damn.
I
Okay.
heard of Southern
Okay.
Third.
What's the other artist?
he
Wack?
hard. Young Magnificent out of Hoover. He a Hoover.
Young Magnificent from Hoover.
Never heard of him.
I don't even know how you
Okay.
heard of Savvy Third because I ain't heard of that nigga.
Savvy
You heard
Third
of-
hard, bro.
I heard of Southern Third because my homeboy from Insane. I mean, from Insane.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That's the only way I heard of him. I haven't heard his music. My homeboy's from Long Beach, so that's how I heard about him.
Okay.
I never heard his music before.
Okay. What about True Car? You heard of True Car?
No, never.
Where True Car from? ESC.
True Car from I think he from LA.
He out
South
of LA. I
Central.
don't know what he banging, but I'm just my why I say that, you bring that up because we ain't heard of none of these artists that Wack got. He didn't turn nobody into a star, basically.
He's into developing artists though.
Yeah, and he also signs the big names after their demise. Like Blue kind of fell off; he wasn't popping, and now then went to jail. Game was 10 years after he was hot.
But it's the thing though that people always misunderstand the executive business. You don't have these relationships to keep you relevant neither. So that's what he helped them with. He has the relationship. Okay, I mean, okay. Game ain't.
So he got
No.
he doing his thing. Come on now.
I mean, Wack's connected for sure, but I'm saying he's not like Jimmy Iovine or some shit.
Yeah.
No, but it's the thing. Don't act like though having those executive relationships don't help an artist. Like he's behind the scenes doing a lot. He's behind the scenes doing a lot, man. As far as with record business wise, and as far as his politics and him talking about people, he got a shitload of fades. You know what I'm saying? Like we can pick and choose one. It don't matter. I can't. What?
He had a shitload of fades.
He has a shitload of fades. I can't stand with him.
Oh,
with that.
he has fades lined up. He only had a couple fades with white
like
boys.
20. I like 20. You got like at least 20 lined up.
He only literally had a few fades with white boys.
And that's why it makes sense for him to keep his ass out of Texas, because Prince will rock him up, dude, or somebody in the name of will get him, and it just makes good sense to stay the fuck up out there.
Thank you, B-Rad. Let's be real. We ain't see him
I
have
remember
no Diggs or none of these people. Like, you know what I mean? And I keep bringing up Jay Diggs because Jay Diggs fucking really was out there looking for his ass. Jay Diggs a real nigga. He ain't trying to line up no real fade, and the way he moving, Mase could see, because Mase can read this type of shit. And the way he moving, Mase already know, like, this is all a clout thing, internet thing. His name.
And you hear the story about how Mika told her,
Behind the microphone. That's what he do. And then he take on niggas he know he can beat on or he can whip on without consequences or anything following behind somebody that he done fucked up or strapped or whatever. All I heard of him slapping his white boys and shit.
Yeah, now Sticky, that kid with the tattoos on his face and all that. Like he was outnumbered. Wack had his whole gang there. Everybody was there. He was by himself. The white boy is by himself. Yeah, you can laugh EST all you want, but the white boy was by himself, and Wack had all his whole gang.
Hey, Wack got that taser too, though, right?
Wack
He got that.
to go ahead and handle his business. Like he don't get no points for that, man.
They hit him with that taser. Hey, they hit him with that taser too.
Damn.
I'll give Sticky more credit than Wack. Because he was there by himself and he handled it. You feel me? He got, whatever. But he was there to fight game. He didn't know this little ball-headed motherfucker was going to run up.
Hey, Bush. Did you play the Mase with Snoopy? Did you hear what Snoopy Badass just said about, you know what I'm saying, big dudes and all this and that?
All right.
Play that. Ask Mase what you think about that.
Mase, I got some content I want you to hear on some gangbanging shit because you don't even really qualify. You don't even really qualify to speak on this shit. We could talk on whatever we want. This bullite, but you know, they listen to a real gang member speaking on this shit. I want you to hear this shit about Snoopy Badass. He said he dissing everybody, right? Let
It's
me
not
see.
even dissing everybody. He was making some valid points about certain things, and I kind
Oh,
of,
look at
I'm
EST,
like, damn, he have a point about that though, right? About certain
Oh,
like big dudes, small dudes. That's the point that he was making as far as when it comes to step phase with that. He was kind of right about that, man.
he was right. Hey Mase, listen to this content. I want you to react. Snoopy Badass, he's a dumbo, allegedly. And you know about, well, you probably don't remember, but you talked about him and they said he was snitching and all this type of stuff. But let's listen to this new content that he doing.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? Y'all tune in to Get Hip TV. As y'all can see from the title, we got Snoopy speaking on some familiar names on the channel. So, man, we're going to get into that, then I'm going to let y'all hear what Snoopy had to say. So, man, stay tuned for all that. But before we get into the video, make sure you... So, if y'all recall that situation and...
EST passed that shit.
Not Snoopy, but...
We see the nigga from 40 on the
Hold up.
neighborhoods get on Brick Baby purposely.
Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on it down in the comments below.
We watch DW Flame for a nap. We all know
That's disrespectful.
did. We see the nigga from 40s all the neighborhoods get on Brick Baby on DW Flame out. You didn't see no neighborhood nigga call DW Flame out. Let's call it for asking Brick Baby for a nap. But you got all these neighborhood niggas going against Brick Baby, and you got all these neighborhood niggas on P-Nice and DW Flame. My nigga, these niggas is scary, bro. You don't see no big nigga calling no other big niggas fading big niggas. Why is niggas trying to fight niggas like Snoopy? Why is niggas trying to fight niggas like
Snoopy, you saying you ain't a big nigga? You're a bitch now.
Why did Moscow turn DW Flame fan? Why did Moscow get on the internet speaking, talking shit about P-Nice? Now all of a sudden that's his homie. All you niggas are nigga. Straight up, nigga. All you niggas are bro. Every last one of you niggas. You niggas, I'm picking up on all these fades in the county. You probably was fading little niggas in the county, bro. You wasn't fighting nobody your size, my nigga. We don't see WW Flame call nobody out his size. We don't see 4 Extras call nobody out his size. We don't see P-Nice call nobody out his size. None of these niggas. Rick Rocky called all you niggas out. And ain't nobody said shit.
Everybody said shit.
That's the only part I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? As far as the size matchups, they don't. That's kind of true.
Smaller than y'all. And y'all, nigga. So I expect you to say something to me, nigga.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about you, nigga.
Told all you niggas.
Nah, ain't nobody saying nothing about him.
As soon as Brick Baby say something, nigga, here come DW Flame, here come P-Nice, here come everybody, 4X, everybody with a pay. But DW Flame, the nigga who asked for a mother, now, 4X, why you ain't red blood? You supposed to get in with blood. That's what I'm saying.
But I'll
tired of these niggas, bro. So, and I know y'all gonna say something to me.
That sound like a Damo trying to start some Crip shit.
Nobody, we gonna team up on him. Yeah, team up on him.
Fake Damo.
Nah, aside from the politics, I'm talking about as far as when it comes from the big dudes to fight the big dudes, it do be a lot of peace. You know what I'm saying? But they be quick to want to somebody they know way small. It's an easy kill.
You see none of these niggas call a big nigga out, bro. None of these niggas call.
Okay. He said none of them niggas called a big nigga out. As far as like, I'm trying to put the examples in my head, but I don't know, nigga. Mase, you know, niggas do be doing that, picking their battles and shit like that.
Niggas think they can, you know, if niggas didn't know me, they think they can pick on me, but they don't know that I'm the wrong one to fuck with. Because they do pick on niggas under their time. Like,
No, but
why you gonna
That's
pick
true.
on a little nigga? Pick on somebody your own side. You feel me? On the set.
niggas got reasons for picking on these niggas. Every nigga he named did some buster shit though. It ain't like they just picking on niggas for no reason though.
Just like Cuz was saying. Pick on somebody your side. Niggas, stop picking on niggas you think you can beat on. Because you gonna pick on the wrong nigga. And then the right nigga gonna come and push a nigga down on the set.
Yeah, but that
niggas don't know.
This nigga Snoopy Badass is a buster. I'm sorry, I'm not a gang member, but it's
the wrong messenger.
Hold on, people.
60 seconds remaining.
And the shit he's saying don't apply to me because when you and most of these niggas in these streets, you can't really pick on nobody. And most niggas know size don't matter. Your ass gonna die. They gonna kill you. Shoot your ass. It ain't like so. What he's saying, he making good points, but at the same time, nigga, that shit don't apply. These niggas is
It do no.
I mean, I understand. Cuz is a buster. I'm saying Cuz is a buster, just like that. And I'm saying that, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't no big nigga, but I'm the right nigga. You feel me? But I'm just saying, but niggas do be picking on niggas undersized though on the set. Like that nigga Wax 100. That nigga pick on niggas undersized and
he do.
Nobody's under his size though.
Man, what he's saying about undersized is niggas are not affiliate, niggas that ain't gang members, niggas that's just regular niggas. You feel me? And that in the gang world, that shit is lame. That's busted.
Nah, but look, Snoopy, it was just the wrong messenger, right message, because he basically saying like, don't nobody want to call DW out for
Man, that was the wrong message. If you going against gun violence and the bullshit, little nigga, you gotta fight then. You gotta fight a big dude.
Aside from that, it's a lot of big dudes around. Why big dudes ain't calling no big dudes? You got DW Flame, you got X4. He big as shit. Why none of them don't want? Why is it always?
All right, give me an example. Give me the names. I want to know like one example. I'm trying to put together the situation.
Okay, X4 and DW Flame, the one who said something
both
about
big niggas.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you saying X4 should have said something to DW about
Right. Call him out. Then you got P9. You got big dudes all over. Why ain't y'all call?
Why? Or do that? This is gang members and gang ties. Somebody say Nap. Oh, all right, little homie, you a buster, but we gotta go at the nigga that said that though.
But I'm saying X4 and all them got all his anger towards Brick Baby because he's smaller. But listen, what about DW? He's a big guy. Y'all big too. Why don't y'all want to have a favor with the big dude? Why is it always publicly aimed at somebody way smaller than you?
But I got a question for Mase. Okay, Mase, you from West Coast 30s, San Diego. Say somebody else from your hood is doing an interview. He got internet fame. He's doing an interview with somebody else, and it could be a nigga from your worst enemy from the Brims or whatever else. And he say some shit disrespectful towards the coast. You let it slide because of the interview and the money reasons or whatever else. I don't know what reason. You scared or whatever, but you let it slide. Should the big homies terminate you and eliminate your money that you going on, mess up your goddamn reputation, everything else? Or should it be a thing to where they go at the nigga that said the thing and they deal with you on some, and I don't know. Tell me how should that happen? What's the procedure on that?
They cut him.
Oh, Bush is gone. He just lost. He popped back up in a second.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, but man, to specify what I was talking about, basically, wrong messenger. I understand Snoopy Badass is the wrong person. It do be happening a lot of times because this big dude said it and disrespected, and there's plenty of other big dudes. It's like, hold on, why ain't nobody saying that to him? That's the shit that be shocking everybody and be like, oh, okay, we get it. We see what it is. This happened plenty of times before, but yeah,
definitely.
They don't never want to call that person out.
Oh, of course. Nobody wants the accountability, and it's like, yeah, like, where are all the big and brolic dudes when shit's about to go down? And how come nobody ever talks to them? But everyone wants to go up to the little dude like it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
nah, I do know that, and that's the shit he was saying. It's just the wrong person saying it, and it's him, and he had that extra shit with it. And I don't really agree with, but he had a point because if you follow the situation, DW about 6'5", 6'4", 6'5", something. He said a disrespectful statement. X4 about the same size from the set that he got disrespected. That's the perfect candidate right there. But it's all aimed at Brick Baby, who 5'7", 5'8". You know, it's just like, come on, man. What are we doing here? So that was interesting. But people don't like sometimes when you make a good point. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you something about the East Coast, man. You in New York, right?
What's that?
You in New York?
Yeah.
What's they still got that shit they had that it was like a camera and it was linked to like London or some shit or
They took it down.
They took that down?
Yeah, it was linked to Ireland, I believe. Or maybe
Ireland.
England. Maybe England, one of the two. But they took it down because people were like, girls were like showing their tits and fucking people were doing all sorts of weirdo shit on it.
The 9/11 shit was real.
I believe so, yeah.
Somebody had played a clip of 9/11 over in the other country and showed America.
Right.
And
yeah, I remember. I didn't watch the story about it, but I remember seeing like that video real quick of it, and
they took it down. Damn, that's crazy.
But a lot of people were exposing themselves on it too.
That's what I'm saying, and it show you how separated we are. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
They really do.
Speaking of
that was a good idea though.
It was an amazing idea. It was a portal. It was literally a portal. Like you could just walk by any time and see what's popping down in England, like or Ireland, wherever it was. That's dope.
Right.
That's dope. That's dope.
Right.
You know, it's like Omegle, but it's just out in public. That's that website.
And you would think the New Yorkers would fuck it up first. But no, they actually did.
Right? Yeah. You would think that us savages would fucking ruin it for the world, but no, we were the ones like, oh my God, look what they're doing.
They were being nice, waving the whole shit. It was them being disrespectful. So that's the crazy part.
Yeah, no, we were cool. It was cool for like the first few days, and then weird shit started happening. And then that situation was kind of crazy. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Speaking of people around the world who like fuck up good things, you see this shit with the opening for the Olympics?
I didn't see the opening. I watched a few matches though.
Well, I'm saying like the opening ceremonies.
No, I didn't get to catch the opening. No,
bro, it's crazy what they So they had they wound up doing this like scene, you know, like a. They had
hold on, you talking about the when they had them people like the last? Oh yeah, I seen that. I seen the clip.
Bro,
of that. Yeah.
Bro, that was dude.
But think about where they at though. Think about where they at.
Sure, but they were disrespecting hardcore. They were disrespecting hardcore. But you know what's funny? Shortly after that whole thing went down in France, in Paris, they lost all power. All the power went out. Complete blackout. The only thing that was still lit up though was this big ass church that was up on a hill. It was the only thing that had lights on.
There you go.
It's like, yo, you will not like make fun of God. Like that's one of the rules. Like you will not talk smash about this dude.
I mean, it's a ceremony. They doing ceremonies all in front of it. It is what it is. Bush, you back?
Yeah,
this one
was
was crazy.
He over here, the shit frozen. Mase talking all kind of shit. And the shit was frozen. I didn't even know. My fault, y'all.
Nah, you good.
What y'all on something else now? What y'all talking about?
Yeah, we was on something else. Talking about the Olympics and shit.
Oh yeah. Mase asked about the Olympics too. He asked if I was watching it. I told him I'm not. I don't be fucking with them Olympics. But what'd you say, Mase? Swimming.
I'm watching swimming.
Hey, Mase.
Nice.
Yeah, I seen that one. Too. A 20-year-old one.
Hey, Mase, are you a Trump supporter or what?
Nah, never. I'm a Democratic, a strong Democratic supporter.
Oh, damn. My boy is
but I am going for Trump because I don't like Kamala Harris. And I know my mom is gonna be mad at me for saying it, but Yeah, I'm going for Trump. I'm going for Trump.
So why don't you like Trump though?
Because Trump, I don't like Republicans because Republicans are what you call
You on some gang banging shit.
they represent the Confederate flag. So I don't like.
No, conservatives do.
From most of them is racist as hell. From they ain't for the black people. From they ain't for us. They for the rich and they ain't for the broke. So I like Democrats. I'm a Democrat.
EST, he said they ain't for the black people. What you think about that?
I mean, I think he's necessarily talking about the conservatives, you know what I'm saying? But even then, that Confederate is mostly Southern, and they the losers. The North are the winners, and I say Republican more so nowadays in this capitalist society. It's for people who want to live good. If I become rich, I'm rich. I don't necessarily tote a Confederate flag, but I'm an American. I like capitalism, and that's pretty much it. The standard behind it. I mean, now if we're talking 60 years ago, yeah, I can see where he's coming from. But nowadays, with business opportunities and all this, and it basically helps America for you to become rich and become successful. So, I get where he's coming from, the foundation of it, yeah. But nowadays in modern politics, no. And once you get some money, and you'll realize, hold on, I keep it becoming a Republican versus a Democrat.
Yeah, but he said he's a Republican. I mean, he said he against. Go ahead, Mase. I'm sorry, but he said he said you're right. But my thing is, Mase said he's a Democrat.
But still, I can't vote for. I mean, I can't get them because they for the Confederate states.
Let's talk about the Confederate flag too. Hold up. Go ahead, Mase. What you say? Confederate states, I get it.
Now it says Republicans are from the Confederate states.
Nah.
If you look at it, there's no Democratic people from Confederate states. All the Confederate states are Republicans.
Okay, but check this. In those Democratic states like New York and California are some of the most racist people you'll ever come across.
Yeah,
Okay, and they're leading. So the blue, the blue has just as much racism. He's right.
Telephone number will be.
Hey, but I'm confused because Macy said he's straight Democrat, but he might vote for Trump.
Well, that's okay. Look, Trump was a Democrat his entire life. He was a New York Democrat.
I want to hear B-Rad or why you think he said that.
Well, first off, Trump was a New York Democrat his entire life. When he went to run for the presidency, the Democratic Party wouldn't have him, and he couldn't run as an independent because that's a throwaway, and he would never get in that way. So he had to go with the Republicans. But nah, he's a Democrat. He always has been. That's why he upholds social programs. That's why he doesn't have any issues with race. Check it out. I dare anybody to come up with a video, and not a clip video, because we'll play the whole thing just to prove it is. But come up with some shit where he said some outright like racist, horrible shit. Because I know in New York,
in context,
exactly. We watched the whole thing. You pull up a 10-second clip. I'm gonna watch the 1 hour and see how they chopped and screwed it.
Right. Yeah, I don't like that shit. I don't like that clip shit.
He championed the black community. He was very much into it. They loved him. Like he was very cool with it. Like he was one of the people that he was one of the white people that they fucked with. And then all of a sudden he becomes a president or runs for the presidency. The TV starts telling everybody he's a piece of shit and a racist. And then all of a sudden he's this big racist, which he never was.
He was on Arsenio Hall show. Like, bro, come on. He got a track record and like I said, when you check the pulse of the culture from the 90s to now, how
he's
we
in every
spoke
rap
about
song ever.
we spoke about him in a good light, bro, and we aspire to be something like that. It's only now the propaganda is pushing that he's such a boogeyman in the black community. No, he's not.
I'm not getting to what I'm trying to get at. Why does Mase feel,
Because Mase feel what exactly?
He wants to support Trump now, even though he don't like Trump, but he's not,
because Mase knows a leader. Mase knows he understands the times we need a brash, harsh leader who's a businessman also. I think the American public has spoken, so we're tired of that politician jargon bullshit. We want a brash, transparent businessman, who also a politician who has relations and know how to stimulate the economy. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. Like since Obama, who has been the strongest Democratic Party besides Bill Clinton?
Yeah, you're right.
Plus, check it out. America right now. America normally is sheltered, but right now, America is dead center in the middle of all the bullshit. And we don't need some 85-year-old geriatric dude who can't even talk. We need, like E said, we need a leader, someone who's with it. And Trump is with it. And that's what we need right now. Whether you like the guy or not, it doesn't matter. We need somebody who's strong. Follow the strong and you will survive.
Yeah, I think Mase is looking at, Kamala and Biden.
Oh, let me touch on that, Bush, before I forget. Look, he's getting Confederate mixed up. The Confederate states, listen, I'm down here, so I know. South Carolina, parts of Georgia, Florida is more southern. The North, like New York, California, and all the way up, they didn't side with the Confederate, and they don't necessarily like how they fly their Confederate flag over the United States flag. So the North won. It's way more states who aren't Confederate. The Confederate is condensed to we got Alabama, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Those are Confederate more so, way below the Bible Belt. You got and listen and think about this. Look at their economy now, and look how they still stuck in the early 1900s. That's why they don't even develop their infrastructure down there. The Confederate is totally different. North Carolina and South Carolina is night and day based off the Confederate and the Union. Like that, we do not coincide with the Confederate, and it's only
also, during the Civil War. It was New York that was the one who pushed and really sent the Union troops down there to fight the rebels, the Confederates. And at that point in time, New York was Republican. They weren't a Democrat state; they were Republican, and they said, "Nah, we're not with this shit. Let's send our boys down there and straighten this out." And that's what they did.
And as Democratic as New York is, what the fuck was Giuliani?
Yeah, he was a Republican.
He tried to act like he is okay.
Shit.
Yep. Plus, also, the KKK was born out of the Democratic Party.
I mean, but we talking before the switch, yeah. But this man, come on. Oh my goodness, come on, bro, come on.
Check it out. A wise person once told me, Republicans come up with really bad ideas, and then Democrats go ahead and make them worse. That's about all you need to know about these people.
Yeah. I mean, they implement good social structures like, help for the needy, help for the poor. But even then, I would say the best help in the urban communities right now who actually do it and been doing it is the Salvation Army.
Oh, well, yeah, but that's a nonprofit for sure. They're legit. They are legit.
They are the government should go ahead and make them private sector, because when you look, they're the ones that will really feed you, rent vouchers, food, clothing, the whole little shit. Everybody else is they don't really help like they're supposed to.
They don't. The Democrats pretend to help just to get votes every 4 years, but they ain't really there after elections.
That shit go to the church and the politicians, and it never make it.
All of them pretend to help. Both of them.
But at least in the Republican Party, right? Hold on. If you get a house and get it sanctioned, and you get a candidate, you're gonna get the resources are gonna be allocated to the community. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna sit here and stifle it and you'll never see it. No, we're gonna hold you accountable politically. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna want to see some of this. Like,
so
ain't no more just
you identify as a Republican, EST?
A black Republican. It's the worst kind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you catch shit on every angle, bro. You catch shit on every angle. You're a true patriot. I'll give you that.
Right. Because you fucked up for being black and identifying with it. And to them, they don't really accept you, but they respect you for being knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it all boils down to, is just being knowledgeable of certain things. Now locally, I might not vote Republican locally. You know what I'm saying? It might be Democratic locally. Now local politics are totally different from when we're talking presidential.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
So I'm the worst kind. Yeah.
Plus, you have to understand, like, the Democratic Party of like the '60s, you know, with the whole, like, with all the movements and that stuff. Those aren't the same Democrats we have now. Those people back then, like JFK, right now would be a Republican.
I told you, they chased out. Listen, they chased out the best Democrat, the Democratic Party, better than Obama. They chased him out. Bernie Sanders. They chased him out.
They chased him out. The Democrats now, they eat their own
for Hillary Clinton,
and
he had a way better politics and agenda than Hillary Clinton could ever dream of, and they put him in the shitter. I was so sad watching that shit, saying that he had to drop out. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? See, that was like one of the last straws before I said, you know what? I'm tired of this shit, bro.
That was the end for me. When I saw that, I said, how the hell are you going to do the one guy in your party who's actually a decent dude, and you're going to do him dirty and, like, not even try to hide it? They literally were like, fuck off in public. It was crazy what they did.
And only to go with Hillary, and she get landslided. So it's like, bro, he had all the, I see what it was a ploy, because he had all the momentum, he had a supporter, he could have ran. They just chose Hillary over him. And it's like, y'all don't want what the fuck y'all say y'all want.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, because they don't actually believe in the shit they preach, they just say it to get in office. That's what I'm talking about. Like, Democrats, they only come around.
I once was Democrat, and this is why I can say this. Because I come from the same, but I actually sit down like sports games and watch it and pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? Over the 10 plus years. So I'm way savvy with it. So I see what's going on, and I realize, okay, y'all don't want a Democratic candidate for real. You want to say that shit.
Yeah.
No. Now you got the Indian dude running for president. I'm like, look at this shit.
Vivek Ramaswamy. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with, bro. He's a solid dude. I like the way he talks.
I think EST got a problem with other cultures coming to America.
You goddamn right. This is America. And get in line. Because we get in line. It's a pecking order.
Yeah, it's a line. I agree with that.
All right.
Hey, we're approaching 2 hours. If B-Rad want to keep going, that's beautiful. But
we out.
Mase want to end this off with some prison stories from the cell. Nah, not really like that, but let's get into it. Mase.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
We hear you. Macy. Why? See how this shit be working, homie? That's crazy. Mase, I'm going to hang up. You call back. I want to end with some Mase Low shit. You know, it's a lot going on in there. He in the hole.
He's still the fire. He had the fire. Somebody.
Man, it's ugly in there. That's all I gotta say. And I want him to get his ass out where he supposed to, because he too short. But you know, these type of dudes, they influence politics. And all that. Yeah, the politics.
They won't let him be a man and just go home and develop his future and his culture, because it's always about, like, and that's what I be saying. That we love him too. You know what I'm saying? At what point you can't put always the loyalty to the set, bro. We got the loved ones want him too.
Oh, I like it. It's not fair, and that's that crab in the bucket mentality of like, oh, dude's short, he's going home.
See, but you can't say that, because that's double entendre disrespect what you just said. So you can't even say that.
What do you mean?
Crabs in the bucket?
I don't mean like that. What I'm talking about is holding people down.
But I don't like that term either too much now when I think about it, because it ain't that.
I didn't even think about the double entendre with the word. So yeah, all right, whatever. It's pulling down people because you're jealous of what they got. He's about to come home and they don't want to.
Yeah,
see
just
that.
don't say that. Don't say that to no Crip.
I didn't think about. I didn't.
Oh yeah, and the Crip.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I didn't think about that at all. I apologize. Sure.
EST is cool with all this shit. That's my.
Hey man, what man? It's down here too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what's, and this my family. Look, hey bro, I had a problem Because at my cousin's funeral, you got cousins wanting to tie red bandanas to his casket before they lower him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hold on, bro. What's going on here? What we really doing?
Yeah, crazy shit.
It's elders here.
We're gonna end this off with Mase Lokes. You know, we talk about stories from the cell, but it's really stories from the cell because he really in the cell. He really in the hole as we speak. He ain't out. You know, he's still dealing with the shit. We want him to get out because he's short. He did enough time, 18 years of his life in there, and he about to be more than 18 years in there. So, but we want to hear, you know, this entertaining, and I want Mase to tell it. But when he tell it with a message. Here we go, Mase Lokes.
Yeah, like it was about a week ago. This nigga was talking shit about the homies, right? Then you know, the homies, he came and got the rest of the homies about. I'm not lying either. About 12 of us. He came and got 12 of us, and then when he got 12 of us, he told us we're homeboy. You feel me? So we found homeboy around the corner, and then all 12 of us, we just
oh my God.
And
ain't no laughing right there.
Did you max him out? Did you give him a chance? Or did you max him out? Ask him.
You know, my homie should have dealt with it on his own, but he came and got the rest of us. But at the end, you know, we all got caught. One of the homeboys got shot with the black guns and all types of shit. And you know, they broke up the fight, and we all got put in the hole.
That wasn't no fight.
Now we all.
Hey, ask him did they max him out, or did they give him a pass?
You know, what what you say?
Message.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Yeah, we all ended up in the hole, and that's where we are right now. You feel me?
This situation couldn't have been avoided, or an EST asked if he was maxed out, or was it just, you know, y'all give him a pass?
Nah, he got maxed out.
Oh, ain't no laughing in the situation, yo.
Hey man, look, I got cousins like him, man. I'm sorry, man. I just when somebody said something about the homies, I knew it was bad. I knew it was bad.
Homeboy got maxed out. Real decent.
He was a Keyway or a Don Move?
Nah, he was a Keyway. He was from Long Beach.
Oh man,
Insane.
Damn.
His name?
Nah, I don't want to know his name. I don't think we gotta go that deep.
Maxed them out. Goodness gracious. No passes.
What do you think about that situation? Could have been avoided, or what you think about it? Did it have to happen? It could have been avoided. It could have been avoided. My homeboy could have handled it by himself because homeboy wasn't all that bigger than the homie. I mean, he was big, but he wasn't bigger than the homie. It could have been avoided. All 12 of us shouldn't have jumped on him because homeboy all he did was call the homie a snitch. Because
that's dangerous.
He works with the police. Like
kind of like a Big U situation.
No, he's like a porter. He cleans cleans up their offices and stuff. He's a porter.
But the homie should have took advantage of that. No?
I know. But
hey, it happened.
You know.
How you feel about it? You feel bad?
That was a lesson. They gave him a lesson though.
I mean, it's whatever. But I'm kind of hot because now we might get transferred up out of here, and I really like this pen. You feel me? I like folks. Folsom was cool. They might send us all to Pelican Bay or High Desert or somewhere real fucked up. Yeah. You feel me?
Damn.
Yeah. But
Man.
I think he could have handled it on his own though, on the real.
Yeah, but he told y'all something to make y'all all get hyped. I don't want to get into this because I know them people are listening, so I don't really want to get into all the details of shit.
Well, I know he feel like ain't no marked out on his resume, so I know he don't give a fuck. So
Yeah,
it don't matter.
you're right. Say that again, EST. He ain't hear you.
Hey, he ain't no marked out on his resume, so either way, it ain't bad on him, on Mase.
I understand that, but he's short and it ain't over for
Okay,
him.
yeah.
The people
You
that he
short,
locked
yeah.
up with, a lot of them niggas, it's over for them.
But you know, sometimes we don't want him to take his foot off the gas. We want to make it home safe by keeping your foot on the gas too, though.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. You know what I'm saying?
Just staying sharp. You know, just
Bring
just
your
staying
ass
sharp.
out too, though.
You.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. That's the first main mission. Yeah, get out.
And that's what it is, y'all. Content. And that's the cold fact. EST87, B-Rad, your boy Bush, Mase Loke, the star.
Shout out Mase Loke, baby. Hold your head, kid.
It was another good one. You know, it wasn't as popular for the numbers as I see, but hey, we on the rise. Give a fuck. We went on a political stance. New waters. Say that again, Mase. My bad.
Like, share, and follow. You feel me?
Like and follow.
That's all right. What we gonna do next? We gonna sharpen the skills on these taglines and these headlines and really get y'all in this motherfucker there, okay? Since y'all want to do that. Yeah.
For sure. We need everybody to help me on this bulllight shit because it's bigger than me right now. It's gonna be bigger than me. Yeah, with the headlines, all that. I was all out in the mix today, and I'm like, fuck it. I got home to do some shit. But yeah,
right,
for
man.
sure. Love y'all though. I do love doing this. B-Rad love doing this. Obviously, he been here with me for the longest. EST love doing this. You see his channel, It's a Wobbler. You see what's going across the screen. Subscribe to It's a Wobbler. He putting out content. When B-Rad do his thing, it's gonna be crazy. We here though. And you know, stay tuned. This is real. Y'all can't deny. One thing y'all can't deny. This shit is content. And we say some eye-opening shit. Everybody that speak on this panel is educated on what we talk about. We ain't just talking.
Facts.
Straight up. Yeah, I hear you. What you gotta say to get us out of here?
Nah, I was just gonna say, you know, hey, I enjoy doing this too. Every time I get a chance to do this, I come up with something new. I've come out of this with something new and something good. It ain't just a game of bullshit. It's shit that a motherfucker can learn off of. You feel me? Shit.
Cold fact. Hey, make sure y'all support Mase Loke. You know, he need his packages, he need his shit. You feel me? How you doing? You feel me? How you doing with food and stuff in there? He is probably running low. He just got a new package, but guess what? We need support though, so I'm gonna put up the Cash App and shit for y'all to support Mase Loke and shit. But hey,
sure.
Why not? This shit is good. You hop in the car, you on a ride, you got a long ride, play some bull-like content, and you're gonna hear some shit that's gonna be like, oh yeah, I never thought of that. Play some bull rad, play some EST and 87 and me, play some the panel, whatever. We really give it up, and we really give it up. And you know me, I ain't biased at all. I'm gonna talk my shit. I might die behind this shit. I ain't gonna lie. But here we go. We out.
Money in my sleep. I could never be weak. I tell that hoe kiss my feet, then it's back to the street. I'm trying to.
Cardi B, come on, man. Let's be real here.
Nah, not just because of Cardi B.
Prevent cops from visually or using smell as justification for search. We've seen a lot of states going that way. Maryland, you just come on there and the ice are
Yeah, we hear you.
Make that drive 6, 7 hours. And you be wanting to get out and beat everybody around you. Okay, that's just a glass dick.
Yeah, it's glass. So I always wonder what the hell is the attraction with
Y'all went and digged up that he spoke to you about. Fuck that. Make the fucking album, Boost. You want to hear the fucking shit. That's what we here for.
Niggas don't want to hear that shit. His
Yeah,
fans
welcome
don't
to the
want to hear
Roman
that.
Empire. We trying to get entertained in this motherfucker.
Not a chicken dinner. Hey, my nigga, move this that shit when I said that bitch. That ain't no chicken dinner, man.
LBG, I'm not down in them. Here, I'm not down in them at all. But come out how you want to come out. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to come out.
The Bronx, any hood,
My
the
nigga,
Bronx.
why you say grubber? It's grabber. Grabber. What the fuck this nigga talking about?
That nigga head off long time ago, like they did that nigga Alpo. You see what I'm saying? Took it.
Directly involved in the court case. I was here
for that shit. That shit is ill.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard they got the dog on a 3 to 5 for conspiracy.
I know the money. I understand that or whatever. He got the following. So whatever crazy thing he said.
Look at me now, I made myself. We did it for the love, we did it by ourselves. You know the same story on the block, rock, wop. Now we building the business underground to the top.
I get money in my sleep, I could never be weak. I tell that hoe, kiss my feet, then it's back to the street. I'm trying to see a meal a week, I'm a wolf, you a sheep. I fuck that hoe on the beach, I ain't even have a sheet. 2 pints, not for me, that's because. 2 perks and you ain't even catch a bug. 2 hoes, yeah, they laying on the rug. I got new clothes when I'm playing in the mud. In the mud.
She getting sold. That's all.